Hi there, this is Leanna with Tippy.com, and today we're going to take a look at WolframAlpha on the iPad. WolframAlpha is a lot of things. I kind of think of it as a calculator crossed with an encyclopedia. It does very heavy computing, very impressive computing, and it also just is packed with information about various things. Probably many things I'll never even think of to type into WolframAlpha. It still knows. The first thing I want to look at is its math capabilities. So, right here I have something else up, but that's okay. If you want to do easy math, it'll do easy math for you. When I say easy math, I'm talking about arithmetic or to solve simple equations. And in those cases, WolframAlpha will just pop the answer right out for you. If you want to do complicated stuff, think probably in your calculus and above, it'll be very helpful by providing steps on how to find the answer. So let's go ahead and do one. Let's do an integral. So WolframAlpha kindly provides the symbols of common, things used in mathematics. If you don't want to use it, you can just type in integral, the word, and it'll still know what you're talking about, but I'll go ahead and use the symbol. Oops, wrong symbol. Integral of, let's do x squared, where is it? X squared times sine cubed, well, let's type it in like this. I'm not sure how WolframAlpha is going to respond, so I'm going to do it like this just to make sure. And technically I would need a dx, but WolframAlpha is smart enough to know that that's what I mean, so I'm not going to type it. Here we go. So the integral of x squared times sine cubed of x. And right here it gives me the answer, this big old long thing. It even tells me plus a constant, grayed out. But now I can tap show steps, and I don't know how to tap. There we go. It's thinking. And now I have a step-by-step explanation of how to solve this problem. It even, gives me sentences before each step. So for this part of the problem, use this trig identity. Expand the integral to this, integrate the sum, yada yada yada. And then right here, integrate by parts. So it's using a technique that we learn in calculus classes and telling us to use it. And reminding us what the procedure, what the formula is. So this was a very, very complicated problem to solve. And WolframAlpha popped out all the steps in a matter of seconds. So this is an extremely helpful learning tool if you are learning this material, or if you're a teacher or a tutor and you're trying to help someone and you get stumped. WolframAlpha is here to rescue you and show you how to do the problems. It also provides other information that it thinks we may find valuable. Sorry about that. So here's a plot of the integral from -4 to 4. Here's one zoomed out from, I don't know, what, -30 to 30. It shows alternate forms of the answer. The series expansion at x equals 0, the series expansion at x equals infinity, and the definite integral from 0 to infinity. And I could have done this as a definite integral if I wanted to as well. I could have just simply said from, let's go 0, to 1. And the answer is approximately 0.113. So, and now it shows us the area under the curve, which is the geometrical representation of this integral. So it's pretty nice. Very, very nice. That's just one example of how you can use WolframAlpha to do math. And there's so much more WolframAlpha can do. There's a bunch of statistics, there's physics, chemistry, engineering, astronomy, earth sciences, life sciences. Here's one many people might be interested in, that's stocks. Money and finance, I believe. So this is just a list of examples that WolframAlpha provides you with, so you can kind of get a feel of what it can do. But I can of course type in whatever I want. But I'm going to go ahead and use their example of Microsoft, Apple, and Google comparison of stocks. So here it shows their latest trends, fundamentals and financials, market cap, revenue, net income, shares outstanding, dividend yield, etc., etc. I do not really know much about stocks, so I'm just kind of going to show you what it shows and hope that you understand what it is. Recent returns, relative price history, so a nice little graph, and I can scroll left to right to see it. And this is comparing all three of those companies. Performance comparisons, correlation matrix, projections, again another graph, mean variance. So a lot of information about the stocks of Microsoft, Apple, and Google, or whoever I wanted to type in. Just to kind of see what else is over here, we've got mutual funds, mortgages and loans, present value, currency conversion, sales tax, historical money, salaries and wages, a lot of stuff. I could even, let's say I'm looking for colleges, and I want to know about the University of Denver. This is where I just graduated from. And now WolframAlpha just provided me with a bunch of information. I've got its name, its location, website, type, and the year it was founded. A nice little map with a red dot showing me where the University of Denver is located. The number of students and enrollment, the tuition cost, how many degrees are awarded a year, and then broken down by field. I'm just curious. Let's see what they say about math. Math, we got 4, 6, and 1. So 4 BA, BS, 6 MA, MS, and 1 PhD per year. So we have a very small department. Anyway, we can look at weather. Let's look at weather in Boston in 1998. Again, this is just, error, could not parse results. That would definitely be a bug, since this is an example that WolframAlpha provided. That is very interesting. Let's look at Hurricane Dolores. Hopefully this one works. There we go. So this tells us about Hurricane Dolores, and this is what I mean, where it's kind of like an encyclopedia. It gives a lot of information. So, again, I could spend hours going over everything that WolframAlpha can do, and I wouldn't be able to cover everything that WolframAlpha could do. So that's just a little touch on it. There's even stuff on sports for you sports fans. I can go back and look at my history to see what I have typed in. And this is, I'm looking in April, I believe. You see June, it archives it for me. I can look at favorites. So let's go ahead and actually add Hurricane Dolores. We can add to favorites, open in Safari, share with mail, or share with Twitter. So I can add Hurricane Dolores to my favorites, and now I can quickly access it if it's something I need to see a lot. And then there's a nice About tab. This one gives me just a lot of history of the application of WolframAlpha in general. They have a video that tells you about WolframAlpha, so if you want to learn more about what WolframAlpha can do.
I'm Stephen Wolfram, and I'd like to give you a quick introduction to WolframAlpha. WolframAlpha is really a very ambitious...
It's a 13-minute video, so if you really want to learn what WolframAlpha can do, you can check this out. And that pretty much is all I've got to show you. Oh, this is nice. Tips for good results. So it gives you tips on what type of phrases to use, and check your spelling, that sort of a thing. So that's kind of nice for new users. But other than that, I mean, I can't go through all of these options down here because it would just take forever. This has been WolframAlpha on the iPad, and I am Leanna with Tippy.com. Thank you.